Hello, this is Ronnie with Hart Pickers. Just coming to you for a little haul. Went to 3 stores over the last few days. Picked up a few things. Just having so much going on. Work is starting to pick up. As summer's here, Memorial Day weekend here. I'm starting to work about 78 hours a week. Going to continue through the summer. Having some problems with my father's in and out of the hospital with some issues. You know, it just seems like every year, every time I start to figure out I'm going to buy a house in a certain area, something else happens. So, might move back actually into New York, Cooperstown area where my parents are from, and see if I could be around them a little more often as they're starting to need the help, I guess. But just get into this real quick, make a quick little video. Trivia Pursuit game on the top, sealed. It's one of these extra card sets. Seal, paid $3 for that. Sells on Amazon for about $35–40. India game, that's sealed, paid $2 for that. That surprisingly seems to sell for around $100. I'm not really 100% sure. Had a good ranking too, so interesting. Discover Ireland game, paid $3 for that. That sells for around $35–40. Risk Lord of the Rings Trilogy Edition. Sell that on eBay, sells for around $40–50. Sells on Amazon anywhere from $30 to $60. I've gotten $60–70 for that in the past. Nintendo 64 joystick, paid $2 for that. Probably just keeping that or lot it together with a system. Some hats. Picked up this Skyway vintage hat here. Has that foam in the back. Someone ripped out the tag. Snapback. It's like a denim-ish thing. I'm not sure about the Skyway part. I'm not sure if that was the company there for a while that did the airlines. Forgot what they did exactly. But I remember going on planes when I was a kid seeing Skyway. Or is that the wheels for the bicycles? I remember when we were a kid BMXing. Used to have Skyway mags. So not really sure. Paid $2 for that, I believe. Yeah, $2. So we'll see. Couldn't find any on Amazon. Then I picked up this ex officio buzz off hat. Nothing special. That's for me. Paid $2 for that. I'm gonna keep that for when we're in the Dominican Republic. Picked up some clothing. Ralph Lauren shirt here, or jacket, I should say. Paid $6 for this. It's a safari jacket. Only could find one that sold recently. This is a size small that sold on Amazon, or I should say eBay recently. Sold for $68. Seems to retail for around $350 these did. Pricing is hard on these things because it's just that's what sold for a 1X women's. This just small. I mean, it's just hard. You're not sure if you're gonna get the same price, a little more, a little less. So this was a leather jacket. It's kind of beat. As you see here, it's kind of really dirty. This button's a little messed up, but it is St. John's women's. It's 100% leather jacket. It's not in bad condition. I only paid $5 for it. I mean, it should sell well. St. John's is a very good women's company, not to be confused with St. John's Bay, which is absolute shit. As you see here, actually, this I might try to clean this up a little bit. Might just throw it on there or auction or something. I mean, I can't see why I can't get $40 or $50 for this, maybe more. I thought this was a great find. Florida Marlins, starter jacket. Has the tags and everything. I'm starting to think this is a newer one, possibly. I did look up some up. I don't think it's the vintage ones from the 90s. Might be newer. I'm not sure when they kind of made it. I paid $11 for it. This could be a mistake. Still think it should be some money to be made on it. There's nothing on the back. It does have Florida on the side there. Florida on the sleeve. So I'll see. I have to do more research on that one. They found Jungle Birds Paradise Found shirt. Found one of these early in the year. This is the shirt made famous by Magnum PI, Tom Selleck. These sell very well. Sell usually between $30 and $50. Don't quite remember what we got for the last one, but it was around $40 or $50 for it. Should sell well, and we paid, $4 for that. So women's 100% linen, Ralph Lauren. Paid $4 for this. It was half off. Women's blazer. Should do okay. Should probably get somewhere between 30 and 50. Pair of jeans. I can't remember. Citizens for Humanity. Paid $7 for these. This cut seems to be selling somewhere between the $40 and $75 range. It just depends on how long you want to wait. But they were in good condition. This is a Pendleton shirt, size large. Nice looking shirt. Paid $4 for this one. You know, it's getting time where these shirts are not going to be selling all that well, but should still get around $30. You know, sometimes less, sometimes more. So Ralph Lauren Cransbury style shirt here. This was dry cleaned recently too, which I'm going to add in the description. Just a really nice shirt. Paid $6 for this. Probably should spec somewhere around 30. This is ex officio shirt. Usually get around $25 for these. Sometimes more, sometimes less. Very good condition. Paid $4 on that. Territory Ahead. Been selling these shirts really well for whatever reason. Some sell extremely well. Usually get anywhere between $24 to $32 for these. Paid $4 for that. It's a Brooks Brothers 100% camel hair. I actually paid $10 for this. Last camel head Brooks Brothers one I did have, I sold for $125 about a week or so ago. So you know, not expecting to do that much on this one. Maybe I can do 75, but should sell well. It's a Brooks Brothers shirt, non-iron. These shirts are all over the place. You know, sometimes I get 25, sometimes I get 35. Just French cuffs, depends on the pattern. Condition, you always want to pick up really good condition clothes. Make sure you check over all your clothing very well. You know, I bring home ones that be missing buttons or broke pearl snaps occasionally. You just really want to check over everything. Stains that you didn't see in the store. Use a return policy on some stores. Some stores will let you return stuff. You know, you might get a store credit, but if you're going to keep buying, why not? I forgot whose video I seen this in, but it was Jam's World shirt. Paid $3 for this one. And might actually have a stain on this one. But, you know, I don't remember what they sell for. I just remember he did very well with them. No, it was a guy. Can't remember who. So, it's a vintage LL Bean shirt. This I see woven in Switzerland, lamb's wool, and cotton. So I figured it was probably a go. It was $4. Nice pattern. Not really sure what that should sell for, but I would think it should do well. No Territory Ahead shirt. Paid $4 for this. Has a nice little pattern to it. It was dry cleaned recently too, so you know, little pluses. You know. And last but not least, another Pendleton size medium. It's just nice color, nice looking shirt. Try to buy these without floors. I come across a lot of them. A lot of them do have holes in them or tears. I try to buy them not, so I can do better on them. But paid $4 on this, I don't know, $30 or so. You know, sometimes I get higher, sometimes I get lower. But hey, like, comment, subscribe. See you later. Bye.